You know what time it is. Say it!
Hey! What's up, my peoples? EmGo here, the freaking geek himself, and today we will be reviewing the ThreeZero Bumblebee movie Deluxe Optimus Prime. So here we are, and there he is. And first and foremost, as always, we'll take a quick look at the packaging. So right up front here, we have some lovely artwork of Optimus Prime. His name is Optimus Prime from Transformers Bumblebee, Deluxe scale, bloody logos, things, stuff. On the side of the box, we just have an Autobot symbol and Optimus Prime. On the other side of the box, we have Autobot symbol, Optimus Prime, up top, Transformers Bumblebee, on the bottom, some holograms, barcodes, things of stuff. On the back, just get a big Autobot symbol, Transformers, Optimus Prime, and open up the flap here. You have another nice image there of Optimus Prime, and in here obviously is where the figure sits, Bumblebee, all that good stuff, and that's basically it for the packaging. And moving right along here, we have Optimus Prime as he appeared in the Bumblebee movie. Now, for anyone who's confused, ThreeZero is 3A. There was just a name change, but still same company. Still continuing with their line of Transformers figures, non-transformable figures, so no, these don't transform. But still, these are amazing figures, and I absolutely love them. I love them to death, and this is no exception. This is a fantastic piece in my opinion. So here we have the Prime himself. So let's get in close here so we can take a look, not at his chest, at that noggin. Let's take a look at that noggin. As you can see, just a wonderfully detailed head sculpt. You can see his eyes are done in a nice bright blue. Once you get the light in there, nice bright blue, nice silver there for the mouth plate, and kind of a gunmetal gray there for the head crest and some other bits. And just detail-wise, just looks amazing. Just really nicely done head sculpt. And you can see all the detail here going on as well. Tons of detail throughout the figure. Autobot symbols right there on either shoulder. You can kind of see the kind of dingy, dirty, weathered paint job they gave him. But looks quite good. You can see the nice tinted windshields there. As you can see, just tons of detail going on here. Just tons, just everywhere detail. And all of it just wonderfully done, wonderfully painted. Just looks amazing, looks fantastic, just looks all kinds of, all the words that mean good. That's what this is, basically. Again, I just love these figures, but look at that. Look at all that detail going on. And the paintwork is just amazing. There's a little yellow there on the forms. Just a whole lot of good stuff going on here. Again, these 3A, figures are just fantastic. I can't say enough good things about them. I just love them. I'll buy them all. I will buy every single one they make. But yeah, look at all that detail going on here. In the legs. Again, wonderfully sculpted, wonderfully painted. Again, you got some more like paint scuffs and whatnot going on there. And his big old feet. Oh, those big old feet. And even the bottoms of his feet have some sculpting as well. And you got the wheels here. The tires are rubber, so he does have rubber tires on. And you can see even the wheels, kind of dingy, dirty looking. And more off the back. Okay, you can see some nice detail going on. And the Prime booty. Nice detailed Prime booty. And all this nice detail here in the back again. Just, you know, weathered and dingy and dirty. Because, you know, he's been through some stuff, man. He's been through some stuff. Been through some battles, but all in all, just a fantastically done figure, in my opinion. Now, articulation-wise, there's a lot of stuff that moves on this guy. So the neck itself is on a ball joint right at the top, and there's also a ball joint at the bottom here. So you see you have a lot of wiggly-waggly. Get him moving up, move down. Squirrel can totally do that. The head can rotate. Sometimes you can pop it off the ball joint when you get the head turned past a certain point, but you can just kind of push it back down and get him looking pretty much anywhere you need him to look. And this section here will also rotate some as well, if you needed to. The arms can do a full 360. The shoulder pads can move. This section can move, and then the smokestack itself can move out some to accommodate the arm movement. So the arms can come all the way out. If you want to, you can actually pull the arms out some. They actually can unpeg entirely if you want to, but you can pull them out if you just want a little bit more clearance so things don't kind of rub up against one another. And then you can just push them back in. You do also have, moving down the body, we do have a bicep rotation. We have a double jointed elbow, and I love how they engineered this to work. You can see this portion of his bicep right here. You can see it will actually go into the arm, which is pretty cool. And then you have the rest of your elbow bend right there. So you have a pretty good range of movements there. The forearm itself, the forearm can also rotate. As far as the hands go, they're on a ball joint, so you have wiggly waggly. You also have a hinge that allows the hand to move in and out as well. And again, you have that rotation. All you need right there. As far as the torso, you do have an upper torso joint here that can rock from side to side if you want. You do have waist rotation, and for the waist rotation, you do want to take these hip skirt pieces and just kind of shift them out. See, they're on a double hinge. You can just bring those down like that, and that moves out of the way so nothing is rubbing up there. So you do have that waist rotation, and you do have an ab crunch here, a nice deep ab crunch going on there, which is quite nice. And I gotta show you this from the back here, because this is awesome the way they engineered this. When you engage the ab crunch here, you can see how all of that detail gets exposed as that spine just kind of elongates there, and it just keeps going, and that's really cool. Look at that. That's so awesome. It just makes it look, you know, as natural as a robot can look anyway, but you know, it looks like natural. Looks like a natural kind of crunch there, and see how it all just compresses. That's really impressive. Love that. So, moving down the body here. Again, you got these hip skirt pieces that can move out if you need them to. These front pieces are on a double ball joint here. This one's a little bit tighter, but you can see, I don't know if you can see right here. It's on a double ball joint, so you can move that around to get to accommodate the leg movement, as well as his little butt plates here can also shift upward, so they can move out of the way. So legs can move forward that far if you just use the joint as is, but his hips here are on a slider. I don't know if you can see this, but you can shift the hips downward like that. And it goes like a couple thoops there. You can see the rail there now. And that allows him to get his leg up a lot higher. So you can see how that works. So that's really cool how they got that to work. And just shift that right back up where it was. And of course you do have thigh rotation. Not a lot of thigh rotation, just due to how everything is designed here, but you get a little bit of thigh rotation. You do have a double jointed knee. Actually, there's quite a few joints going on here when you engage all these knee joints here. You have this that extends, and then you have this up here. So you got a lot of stuff that moves when you engage that knee joint. You can see you get some more detail going on in there when you get all that working, and that's really cool how that works there. And as far as the feet goes, you can move up this little panel here, can shift up. So kind of make the feet, and the feet, they can move up, and they can move down. You do get some rotation edge. You do get ankle tiltage. You can see these little bits right here on the front and the back of the feet. You can also move up and down a bit. And you also have a, pretty stiff, but yeah, there you go. You have a toe joint as well. And another point of articulation on the shoulders. There's a lot of stuff that moves on this guy, so I always forget something. I'm probably still forgetting something, but the shoulders can also move forward if you want, so you can get his arms in front of his chest if you like. And I did not show the outward movement here on the legs, but yeah, you can pretty much do the full splits there. So yeah, lots of stuff, lots of movement, lots of things, lots of stuff. So now let's run through the accessories. First thing you get is the display base here. Again, you can see some nice detail going on. Got the ThreeZero logo, Bumblebee movie logo, done in blue. And there you have the arm there. And how this works is, this is all adjustable here, so you can just raise this little section up, and that frees that up, so you can basically have this angled however you want, and then you just push that down, and that will lock it into place. Then you have this section here, which can extend to any height you want, and that is locked in place. To unlock it, you have to pull down on this right here, and you can just adjust that however you wish. And then you have this bit here, which you do have to unpeg it to position it how you want, but however you have it positioned, it will just lock there dead solid. And how this works with Prime is we have to come back here and we have to remove his booty plate here, right here. Just pop this out right there and just plug this into his butt. That's where it's going. That's exactly where it's going. And that just plugs it right there. And there you go. You have your display base for Prime. And that holds him there nice and securely. Maybe not comfortable for him, but it still holds him very securely. Now moving on with the accessories, he does have his gun right here, which again, just nicely detailed. Has a nice like brushed metal look to it. And again, has some little dingy, dirty spots here and there, just looking nice and weathered. But really cool looking. And you can also remove the magazine, which is pretty cool, and also has a little round in there, which they painted, which they did not have to do, but they did it, and that's pretty cool. It's a little attention to detail there. Yeah, there is his rifle. Now, one thing I will say, exercise a bit of caution with is just this piece right here, because as you can see, that's a really thin piece, so you don't want to risk snapping that off. So just be careful with that. That's the only thing on this figure I would really say be careful with. So there you have that. And you do also get an array of hands. The hands that are on him right now are just the closed fist, but you do also get a pair of just open, relaxed hands right there, which again look quite nice. You also get a pair of splayed out, what I call the no hands. That's what I call them. But you get a pair of those as well. You also get a pair of gun-holding hands, so you can go lefty or righty. So you get that as well. And you also get a very heroic pointing hand, so you can point. You can point towards justice and freedom and victory. Point! Okay. So let's show off some hand swappage here. Now, first thing we're going to do is get the gun in his hand. Now, this is one thing that scares me a bit. Getting this gun in his hand is a little bit scary because the hands, the fingers don't flex as much as they should. They're not that bendy. They do have some flex, but not a lot. So getting this gun in his hand is legit kind of scary. I've seen no ill effects so far of it. Like, I don't see any stress marks or anything, but it's kind of scary getting this in his hand because you do kind of have to you have to kind of force it, and it's a little scary. But once you get in there, you can see he holds it perfectly with the finger right there on the trigger. And swapping the hands is not the easiest. These hands are they're on here. So you do have to kind of give it a good wiggle and pull, and there we go. Kind of gets easier the more you do it, but then you just get the new hand on, and again, this takes a bit of doing, and it's also kind of annoying because this is on a hinge that moves back and forth, so when you're trying to push this on, like, the thing wants to move too, so it's a little counterintuitive, but you can kind of get it going. There we go. I think we got it. There we go. There we go. We got it. We're in. There you go. There he is with his big old rifle there, so you can pew pew bang bang, pew pew bang bang. And the last thing to show off is the light up feature. He does have lights in his eyes, and the battery compartment is in his head. You just pop off the top of his head, put the batteries in. It takes 2 LR44s, which are not included. You will have to get those yourself. But once you get the batteries in, you push his head crest, and boop, there you go. His eyes glow a nice bright blue there. That looks quite cool. So there you go. So there you have that, and now for comparison. Here he is with the Studio Series Bumblebee movie Prime. Here he is with the MPM Prime, as you can see, he is definitely bigger than your MPMs. Here he is with the 3A Blitzwing. And you know what? We'll bring in a double dose of B here. So here he is with the 3A and the Zeta Toys Bumblebee. So you can see how that works out. So, there you go! So there you have the ThreeZero Optimus Prime, and as always, can't say enough good things about this company. Love what they do, love what they produce. Just, as always, just the sculpting, the detail, the paintwork is all just top-notch in my opinion. Prime here just looks like he jumped right off the screen, and it just looks amazing. My only real issues with the figure is that the hands can sometimes be a little hard to swap out, and also getting the gun in his hand can be a little scary because you kind of have to force it, so those are my only real qualms with the figure. But other than that, absolutely fantastic. Just has a great premium look and feel to it. It has die-cast in it, so when you pick it up, it definitely has that heft to it. Just all around a wonderful piece. And as usual, when I review these figures, there are always people in the comments, boo, it doesn't transform, it sucks because it doesn't transform, blah, blah, blah. But hey, there are already versions of this Prime out that do transform, and I think like 50 third-party companies are already working on a version of this Prime that does transform also, so you're going to have options, and this figure is just another option, and as always, options are good. But yeah, I love this figure. Great stuff going on here. Yes, I've seen their Soundwave. I do have it on pre-order, so we will take a look at that when it comes out. Their Last Night Megatron should be coming out sometime soon, hopefully. So we'll take a look at that as well when it comes out. But yeah, 3A, or in this case, ThreeZero, once again, knocking it out of the park. So there you go. Now, if you would like this or any of 3A's other offerings, you can always check out BigBadToyStore.com for availability. There'll be a link in the description down below, so you can check that out. You can also check out my 3A playlist for any reviews you may have missed. Also linked in the description down below, so you can check that out as well. And I think that's it. So don't forget to check out EmGo's, check out Love Peace Paranormal, follow me on Twitter, all of that good stuff down in the description below. And I think that's pretty much all there is to say. So there is the ThreeZero Bumblebee Movie Deluxe Optimus Prime. And this is EmGo saying, remember, you don't stop playing because you grow old because you stop playing. Be geek, be proud, boom in your face. Well, it looks like we finally made it to Earth B127. What? Call you Bumblebee? I'm not calling you that. That's ridiculous. That's the most ridiculous name I've ever heard in my life. Come on now. Oh, I have the perfect name for you. How about Raincoat? You know, because you look like you're wearing one of those yellow raincoats. You seem very water resistant. Come on! It makes perfect sense. I'm a genius and you know it.